So often we separate evangelism and discipleship, and we think of a great disciple in terms that are very different to the ways we think of a great evangelist. So often I ask people to describe an evangelist. Just what are the adjectives that you use? What are the thought associations? And usually people say things like brash and loud, and usually a man, and usually all by himself, and usually got personal hygiene issues. But they've got the gift of the gab, and they've got the patter, and they could sell ice to Eskimos and that kind of person. When I then ask them, so who actually helped you come to Christ? And at that stage, they describe someone with patience, someone with love, someone who's just a genuine disciple of the Lord Jesus, who has an authenticity to their life, a great integrity. What's happened? What has happened that how we describe an evangelist in the popular imagination is somebody so different to how we describe the people who actually led us to Jesus. The people who actually led us to Jesus are just disciples of the Lord Jesus, who have a radiant joy in him and a love for him, and they might not be the best at putting words to it, but their lives speak so much, and when they speak with their words, it carries so much more weight. I think we must integrate evangelism and discipleship. Evangelism is disciple-making. It really is, and it's not getting people to make a quick decision and then asking pastors to now do the work of discipleship. It's introducing them to a person who will be their lifelong companion, the Lord Jesus, and will change them in so many different ways. So evangelism is disciple-making, but also discipleship is evangelistic. And it must be, because we serve an outgoing God. Our God, before there was a universe, was this outgoing, spreading goodness, this Father loving a Son in the joy of the Spirit, who sends his Son into the world by the Spirit, and then the Son sends his people by the Spirit out into the world. There is this outgoing quality to God. And if you claim to follow God, which is what a disciple is, if you claim to follow God, how can you not be outgoing? Discipleship itself must be evangelistic. So I think these two things really need to be brought together. Evangelism is disciple-making, and discipleship is evangelistic.